Hey guys, it's Gabrielle from the Barre Relevé, and welcome to this technique series video where I'm going to show you how to access your deep core muscles. Now, this little technique is going to help you flatten your tummy and shrink your natural waistline and elevate your posture in all your bar moves. Additionally, this is a simple technique that I share with clients that have a forward hip rotation or lower back pain or hip pain or have had abdominal surgery, abdominal wall separation, or any other mechanical issues stemming from not being able to access your deep core. So for this video, we're just going to need a mat. I'm going to do a lot of chatting. It's only a couple of movements, but I'm going to give you as many details as I can so you can really understand the technique and practice it on a regular basis. So for the first part of this technique, we are going to learn how to get into our neutral spine. Your neutral spine is going to be keeping all of the natural curves in your spine, like your neck, your upper back, your lower back, and your tailbone, while you're laying down on the mat. From there, we're going to use the breathing and create what's called intra-abdominal pressure. So what that is where the core is pulled up and in. So we're creating pressure inside the abdominals that helps to support the lower back. When this area is supported and tight, you're going to see that tummy is going to be nice and flat, the waistline will be in its proper place, and from there we can build strength all the way out. So to do this, go ahead and bring your feet together and then roll back onto your mat. Now when you get into your neutral, you want your rib cage to be on the ground and the shoulders relaxed. So flip the palms up and just hang out here for a moment. Now just take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, just let all your muscles relax and melt into the mat. Now, traditionally in Pilates, they'll have you with your feet out in neutral. I like to have the feet together because if you have tightness in the glute from a hip being rotated forward or excessive weakness in one side of the back, it's going to prevent your body from being able to melt into that space. So we can further encourage those muscles to realign. So we're going to bring the feet together and we want to have nice flat hips here, and we're going to gently tilt and tuck. So you're going to slowly tuck, drawing your tummy in, letting the lower back gently melt into the mat. Then you're going to release that tuck and roll into a tilt. So you're stretching the tummy and working those lower back muscles just a little bit. So we're going to exhale, rolling into our tuck, really gentle, keeping the knees together, and then inhale, arching the lower back, stretching the tummy. We're going to repeat this for 6 more. So exhale, pulling the belly in, inhale, allowing that space to move. Now as you roll through your tilt and your tuck, you want to try to just use the hips. So keeping your rib cage relaxed on the mat, and then create that tilt so you're using those lower back muscles. And 2 more. Tuck, and then tilt, and then relax. So now that's going to help you find your neutral position. And I'll generally rock side to side to feel my hip bones to help give me a little bit more feedback of if I'm really in the right spot. Now, if your back is really tight and that movement is new to you, you may not be able to have that tilt and tuck movement without pulling your rib cage off of the ground. That's okay. As you repeat these exercises, your lower back muscles will become a little looser, a little more fluid, and you'll be able to gently tilt and tuck without any more tension in the neck. So now that we've found our neutral, or as close to it as we can, because everyone's degree in their lower back is just a little bit different, we're going to work on the breathing. Now I like to think of a marshmallow, the lengthwise, as like a mini lumbar for that part of my lower back, right underneath my hips. And I'm going to allow that marshmallow to maintain its little bit of a circle as I breathe. So we're going to go through our 4-count breath, and I'm going to walk you guys through this for 2, and then you can join me for the rest. So we're going to piggyback off our natural exhale. So if I were to just breathe in here, And then as I exhale, my rib cage deflates and I feel my waistline shrink. So I'm gonna piggyback off of that. And I'm gonna take my inhale through my nose. And as I exhale, I'm gonna control that breath. I'm gonna feel my rib cage melt, my waistline shrink. And on 3, I'm gonna flatten my tummy. And on 4, I'm gonna draw my pelvic floor up. So I'm really creating as much of a squeeze around that spine as I can without squishing my back into the mat. So I'll show you one full example here. Inhale and exhale. Now you guys are going to join me for this. Getting the last portion can be a little bit tricky, so we're going to do 8 reps. As you get a little stronger, you'll be able to roll through your tilt and tuck like 2 to 4 times. Same with the deep core breathing, and then go right into your core work. So here we go. Placing the hands on the lower belly, chin is lifted. Let's inhale through the nose. And exhale. Holding it there for 1 quick second. Checking the hips to make sure you haven't rolled your lower back. And then release. And inhale. Exhale. Rib cage deflates, waistline shrinks. Pull your belly button in to flatten the tummy. Draw the pelvic floor in and hold. And then release. Here we go. Inhale. And exhale. So it's technically a 4-count breath, but I always like to encourage my clients to do the 5th. Once you run through all 4 checkpoints of ribs, waist, belly, and pelvic floor, holding it for that little extra second, you'll feel how your limbs kind of release and your core becomes its powerhouse. So let's repeat the last 6 together. Here we go. Inhale and exhale. And 5. Inhale and exhale. Squeeze. 2, 3, 4, and hold. And again, inhale. Ribs expand. Exhale. They deflate. Waistline shrinks. Belly button in. Pelvic floor engaged. And hold. And then release. So last 3 here. Inhale. Exhale. And 2. Breathe again. Nice natural inhale. Holding it for a second. And last breath. Breathe in just enough air to inhale and exhale. Perfect. So now you've got the idea of that 4-count breath. A little tip, as you get going, a lot of times clients will want to take really big breaths in, and then we end up holding some of that air and it becomes tense and we can't quite make it down. So try to do a natural inhale and then allow your exhale to start naturally before you piggyback off of it to finish it. So now we're going to work on, or I'm going to show you, to use your deep core. So you're going to use that deep core here and your rectus abdominis, your abs at the same time. So this is going to really allow you to leverage those tummy flattening and waistline shrinking bar moves without causing any other issues. So we're going to stack our knees up now, and we're going to keep them together. Now, if your knees are too far, we're going to create too much space in that lower back, and we might aggravate the lower back. If we're too far in and our lower back is squished to the mat, we'll be using our rectus abdominis, but not our deep core. So we want to find our sweet spot. So in order to do that, you're going to check for that neutral. You'll feel those hip bones. There's that little bit of a marshmallow still underneath you, and you're going to bring those knees over the hips. You should be able to see your toes. Okay, so I give my knees a little bit of a squeeze. If I feel my lower back pulling at all, I'm going to draw them in, but not by lifting my tailbone, but by creasing my hips, letting my glutes stretch. So I'm going to give myself a little help here until my deep core gets nice and strong. The second portion is we're going to tuck the chin and roll up. So tuck, peeling the shoulder blades up off of the mat. Be careful not to overstretch with the neck or route through the shoulders. If your neck is not feeling that position, you can just reach back, let your head rest into your hands, gently draw the elbows in, and then tuck and peel so that way, again, you're not pulling on that neck. We're going to do our 4-count breath here for 8, so we're going to do 2 sets of 4. So I'm going to release my hands. I'm going to take a breath in, natural. Careful not to open and lose my position. And exhale, 4 counts. Tummy in, knees together. Here we go, 7 more together. Inhale and exhale. And 2. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. Squeeze. 2, 3, 4. Tummy in, knees together. Hold the knees. Return the neck for a little rest. If your neck got pretty tired towards the end there, again, option to reach back and grab your hands. Let's check and find our neutral. Squeeze, and I like to go into my position with an exhale. Now here we go. Base of the shoulder blades are on the mat. Hips are in place. Let's inhale naturally. Exhale. Inhale just a little. And exhale. And 2 more. Exhale. Last one. Inhale through the nose. Exhale and go. Tummy in, knees together. Squeeze it tight, 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 tight. And roll it back and release. So we ran through our tilt and tuck, our deep core breathing here right in our neutral position, and then going all the way up into tabletop and really pulling on those lower abdominal muscles. I hope you guys enjoyed this technique video as much as I did making it for you. And if you have any questions on it, you can email me at gabrielle@thebarrerelevé.com, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.